Hey everyone, welcome to the socials of 94.3 Radio 1. This is your host Ainish, and I'm going to do something little cringy, but I'm just going to do it. Order in the studio. I mean, I know the courtroom is fictional, but the talent here is 100% real because we've got the incredible actress that is Asha Negi and Shweta Basu Prasad in our studios, and they are going to give some tea maybe about the show, a little bit of truth, and a little bit of BTS gossip for you all. Welcome Shweta and Asha into our studios. How are you all doing? How is the hype? What are you feeling right now?
Very happy, great response. People are waiting for the episodes to drop every week, and they're like really waiting for the episodes to come out and getting lovely responses. I saw the first 3 episodes and then I met Asha and I'm like, weren't you dead?
Yeah,
Right.
this is the ghost.
Yeah.
Who's the ghost?
Yes. Oh, are we giving spoilers out? But okay.
That's out in the trailer.
Yeah. So I want to ask, like both of you, what is the feeling that you have to be associated with a show like Criminal Justice? Because we've had the previous seasons, and everybody just constantly waits कि नया season कब आएगा. That's the feeling that we have. So what does it mean to you personally to be a part of a show like Criminal Justice?
For me, this is the first time I'm associating with the show. And what I saw was whenever I would tell somebody that I'm doing this show, I could see some really like loyal audience around. Like people would be like, oh, when is it coming? We've been waiting for this, the next season. Is it finally coming? So I can see the people's real excitement out there. Some real loyal fans out there. But personally, I was very excited when I got to do the show, and yeah, it's a great feeling. People are watching the show, they are messaging, they're reaching out and telling they love the show and they love the performance and everything. So it's great. It's amazing.
What about you, Shweta? You've been there in the previous season as well. So what's the feeling now? Has something changed for you? Like while you were shooting for this particular season, what was the feeling like?
I mean, this is the first time I have repeated a character. It's the first time I've come back to a role which has never happened before, and I think with OTT that will happen a lot more with a lot of us. So I think that was the first because usually you're done with the shoot, and of course you're still deeply associated with the project, but you're done with the character. You're done with that letting that person literally live inside you for that time period. But here I had to meet Lekha again and go through that entire journey that I took in season 3, and more so now. So that was new, and it's a new case. Another great experience with Pankaj ji and Rohan sir and Applause and BBC. So that was pretty exciting. And yeah, I do agree with Asha. Like she said, it's it's a show that it's so highly anticipated. People really want to watch. And I think thrillers and suspense and all of us have that little detective in us that want to solve a case.
Yes.
And I think that happens a lot with Criminal Justice, where you're like, I know what's going to happen, and there's an aha moment. So, I mean, it's the 4th season, so it's telling of how popular it is and how well it's crafted and executed. So it's always good to associate with good projects, do a good, portray a good role, working with good people, and which has so much audience support. But also personally, I've never done theatre. I've never been on, I've never done a play as an actor. It's something I would like to do someday in future, but I've never done it. I think Criminal Justice is one of those projects which comes closest to a very theatrical performance, because we're in the courtroom and there's a courtroom drama. There are long takes and, monologues and, some 6, 7, 8, sometimes 10 pages of a scene that we're just shooting non-stop without a cut. And actors also, like, there's Meeta ji and Pankaj ji who have done proper theatre, like at NST and otherwise. So it's great to have that experience. Personally, for me, that's also a huge incentive.
Okay. Now, without giving any spoilers, what was your first reaction and also yours when you read the script of your character? Like, why did you sign up for it? Like, what made you sign up for it?
I read this girl, oh, ये तो मर जाती है. इसका क्या ही होगा? I don't know. Like, so I got a little skeptical. Then I ended up reading the screenplay. I got the character brief. Is when I realized कि okay, the screen time is less, but it is impactful.
That's what everybody is talking about. Like Asha's role in it. It's so captivating. We want to see what's happening, next. So yeah.
So and there were scenes that made me feel like, "Ye main kar paungi ki nahi kar paungi." So when I started feeling that, and when I realized ki it is impactful, even though the screen time is less, but yeah, that's when I realized I have to do it. But initially, of course, there was a little bit of I was a little skeptical initially.
What about you, Shweta? Because this character was written in the previous season itself. And I think as your character, it's very bold. There's this one scene that I saw in the previous season ki it's a sarkari naukri, don't call it as a gali. And to kind of have that role in the current time, it's really different. So how did you think about the character and how are you projecting it in this particular season right now?
Thank you so much, Ainish. I think that's very observant of you to actually bring that up. Yeah, I mean, for me, associating with any project, I see it as an audience first and then as an actor. For me, I need to enjoy the script and I would want to watch it, because if I don't want to watch it, I don't want to ask others to watch it, right? So that's my first prerogative when I'm receiving any script or I'm saying yes or no to a project. Of course, then it's also the kind of team that's associated with, it's Rohan sir's directing, it's Applause. I have a great working relationship with Applause. Pankaj ji, and I've seen the series, so I've already liked it a lot. My family is a huge fan of the show. So, but of course, I had my own journey with Lekha Agastya, my character, because in season 3, given the material, I did my independent backstory writing on it, like where was she born, where did she grow up, what does she like, dislike, and so those are things that you will never see, but it's just for me, it just makes a whole lot of difference in the character and posture and body language. From 3 to 4 also I wrote a little bit like, she was defeated by Madhav Mishra and she's going to fight him again. So obviously she admires him because you want to fight the best, right? So those things, I think, those little homeworks, I think, I mean, I do it for myself. It would still be amazing and, people would still love this show as is because it's so well written. It's just little exercise that I do as an actor. I don't know, I think it's always nice to we are all storytellers. I think it's always good to be associated with good stories. And especially a character like Lekha who has that, she takes that stand for with the privilege and the kind of education and the background she's come from, she still chooses to be a public prosecutor. And to be able to do that, I think it's very empowering. Yeah.
So now, speaking about your characters, like for actors, you'll have to get into a mindset of doing a character. Like you said, you do your personal homework and everything. How do you detach from that role when you're in your personal life? Because as Lekha, I think it's very intense as a role, as Roshni also. Like I saw the trailers and a few particular scenes. How do you not be that person in your personal life? Sometimes maybe your relatives or your family will be like, this is your character. I had Priyanka Chopra who actually said it in one of the interviews. I think it was for the movie Saath Khoon Maaf.
Not at all. I think I leave the character the moment I remove my makeup and my costume. And I never carry work at home.
Oh, wow.
The moment the shoot is done, I'm 100% present. And I'm very, very focused when working, obviously. But so much so that most of my co-stars think I'm very reserved and I'm very serious. And they don't get to see the goofy side till we become friends and later we chill and they're like, oh, you're so different. Tum hasti bhi ho.
Did you feel that?
We didn't have work.
We did not have work together.
But yeah, the moment I leave the van, I'm in my car, then I'm talking to my friends, family. I mean, I could still watch a film and appreciate it, but I am not thinking work.
I think I learned a very important lesson today. Don't take your work home.
Ever. Ever.
Yeah.
Or you're home to work.
Oh, true. Yeah. It's important to have boundaries.
The boundaries, the balance. Yeah, same.
Okay. Now speaking about Pankaj Tripathi, you all have worked with him. I want to understand, like, while working with him, was there any particular, like, a trait or something, like his process of working or something that you personally liked and you all felt that, what, I should imbibe this in me personally or in the future projects that I do. Like, I think, Shweta, you had a lot more screen time, so yes.
I worked with him on Tashkent Files and 2 seasons of Criminal Justice. I think I'll tell you what I associate with him. So Pankaj ji and I, we both enjoy cooking.
Okay.
And we associate cooking with the kind of work we do. Cook, let it simmer, don't add too much salt. The ingredients should have its own flavor. It's how we actually see our work. And so we have had a lot of cooking conversations. And I would sometimes cook, like previous season I'd made very typical Bengali fish rice and I'd sent it to his van. He would send khichdi to my van. so that's a lot of fun. We have a lot of food talk. Food for thought.
Okay, about the show, I think it has a lot of societal issues. Like one is about the legal system, another one is a very important emotion, that is how vulnerable a human can get, and then you land up doing things that you're not supposed to, but it's just you are acting on your impulse. So in this particular season, what is the message you hope that the audience should sort of take away?
We obviously have the technical legal terms and we have the everything that is very fact checked and proofed that way. But it's a fictional story at the end of the day, and I think every story has its own moral wisdom that audience may or may not take. I think what people can take away from this is don't commit a crime.
Don't murder anyone.
Saves a lot of time, money, reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Asha, coming to you, off the screen and about criminal justice right now, personally for you, like we've seen you on screen donning the role of Purvi from Pavitra Rishta to now criminal justice where you get murdered. So what has this journey been like for you, and like what makes you sign up for these kind of roles? Like the journey from that Purvi, because Purvi was that character who was like very powerful, if I have to say. And now we see a very different side of Asha, to be specific, because we've seen you, I think you did a show with Sharman Joshi also. I remember watching it and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. But
That
yes,
show was cute.
Yeah, it was very
It
cute.
was my first OTT show.
Yeah.
So after Pavitra, because I had gotten used to working, I ended up taking 1-2 projects. So within a month they got shut, both of them, and that was like a very low point of my life, of my journey. And I thought that okay, maybe this is the time when television actors aate hain, se famous hote hain, and then they are gayab. Kahan gaye pata nahi. So maybe this is my time to pack my bags and go back home. So that was a very low phase for me. But then of course I did not give up. I consciously took a break and I watched a lot of good cinema then. Tab wo Prime, Netflix, sab aa raha tha. So I then watched a lot of good films, good cinema. I ended up going for acting workshops. I had to unlearn a lot and learn a lot. Uske baad I remember is when Barish came to me. And of course I ended up doing it after a break. Then, working with people like Sharman, and then I remember Abhay was the next with Kunal.
Kunal, yes.
Yeah, and uske baad phir there were a couple of other OTT projects. So I've, slowly and very selectively I've tried to pave my way through OTT, and it's been good. Yeah, like no regrets. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my work. Now when I get offers from television, thoda sa lalach aata hai because of money.
Yeah, of course. It's important at the end of the day.
Yeah, and there's like good money, but then you have to tell yourself, नहीं, 1 महीने बाद पागल हो जाएगी. वो एक तो इतना लंबा commitment, then it becomes monotonous also.
Right.
So then I tell myself that this is a good life, the kind of work that I'm doing. So it's going good, just stick to it. Yeah, so like one project at a time is how I take it.
Okay. Like Shweta, for you, I think we've seen you from childhood, and like I know you're doing films, you've done OTT, journalism, a lot of things are happening for you. So how do you decide what's next for you? Like, or how do you decide what's the next script that you are going to approve and this is what I'm going to do next?
Whatever excites me. I live by the day. I don't, I am never, holding on to ye kiya tha. And this was what I did, so it has to match up to that, or that's where I have to go and it has to match up to that. Doesn't matter. I'm somebody who lives by the day and by the moment actually. So for me, if it excites me today, maybe I'll regret it tomorrow, but it's my choice that I made today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to live by that. And that's okay.
It's a very nice thing. Like I'm a person who plans things like months in advance, nothing happens, and then I am sitting and crying for it. But I'm going to learn one day at a
But we
time.
are always evolving, we are all evolving, we are all growing. So it's not possible to plan things. And maybe you plan something today that will not work out 6 months from later. God forbid, what if it does not? And maybe you've not thought of something and life will surprise you. If you plan so much, there's no space to be surprised. And I think the best moments in life are when you're surprised and you're like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming and this happened. And I can bet it's happened with everybody. And in a good way. And I mean it in a
Right.
good way. So I think it's nice if you need to leave that space for allowing the magic to happen and letting life surprise you.
I've received a very good news today. So about that, yes, the surprise just coming. So yes, now talking about the social media presence because as actors, y'all are very much under the public scrutiny. Like I think, and people monitor your social media also. Oh, you liked a post. Oh, she commented here. She shared this. How do y'all keep yourself grounded in a world which is constantly having views on you? Like Asha, I'm going to tell you something. I think you watched this movie. What was that? Laila Majnu. You were in the same theater as me, and I was like, should I go and approach? But I felt that no, she's come for her personal, space, and experience, and just going and telling, hi, I know you. It sounds very like weird, also. But I want to understand that, how do y'all keep yourself grounded when y'all are so much under the public scrutiny and the public eye? What makes you feel at home?
See, I feel for me, spirituality works wonders. Like going back to meditating, going back to my chanting, and a little bit of detachment. I was just telling somebody that as soon as the show is over, I'm detached. Then it's, on the audience, how they like it, they don't like it. If they like it, great, I'll enjoy. If they don't like it, it's okay, next project. But I think my meditation, my chanting, my coming back to my rituals really keeps me centered, keeps me grounded. And that's what I want. Even if tomorrow I become very famous, no, I would want that wisdom to keep me grounded and centered always. There is no point becoming famous or getting any sort of fame without that wisdom, without the knowledge of keeping you centered and grounded and rooted. There is no point, seriously. It can only ruin you like that. So I feel that standing strong on your grounds and being centered it's actually my priority. Yeah, I can't function if I don't meditate, I don't chant, I don't do my whatever I do. I start feeling weird and I don't like it. So I keep coming back to myself.
What about you, Shweta? How do you keep yourself grounded or at home?
I mean, a lot of things. I actually don't mind the scrutiny. I don't even read comments or whatever. And even if someone's saying it, I have chosen this life. I've chosen to be in the public eye, and it has a lot of plus. And if it throws a few minus, it's still my choice. So it's okay, and it's my audience. They can love me and hate me, and that's absolutely okay. I enjoy the praises, and if somebody's not liked something, or maybe they're having a bad day, they didn't like my post, it's okay. I still love my audience. Even if they send me a hate comment, I don't care about it. So that's one thing that's out of the way. About detaching from work, as I said, the moment the work is over, I don't carry my work at home. I love spending time with family. In fact, a lot of times when I'm out with my family and friends, I don't even carry my phone with me. It's at home.
Wow, how do you do that?
Yeah, like it's a dinner. We are watching a movie, and then it's dinner. So I leave the phone at home. Yeah, I'm with my family only, or with my friends. They're gonna drop me home or whatever. So why do I need to, So I leave the phone at home. I practice the sitar. I like to sketch. I love watching and listening to birds. So that's something that really keeps me very grounded. Cooking, again, listening to nice Kishore Kumar songs and cooking I love. And I practice, I do Ekadashi Vrat, which is a lunar calendar. Based on the lunar calendar, it happens twice in a month. So I try to do it every Ekadashi.
She's also inspired me today.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wow.
gonna do it the next time it's coming.
So basically, it's on 6th.
Okay.
Day after. So basically, it's usually you do a vrat, you fast and you don't take water and food.
Food, right.
But what I do is I've given it a modern twist based on my lifestyle. I do a digital detox. So I keep my phone off. I don't watch TV. I don't play music. I don't listen to music. I don't even play my music instrument, sitar. I don't read. I don't write. I'm just left with my thoughts. And at the most, what I do is I journal. And I'm just, I don't know, watching the clouds, listening to people, you can actually listen to your own breath and your own heartbeats, which is so rare in the time that we live in. So that's something I do, and we feel that we can't live without our phone or without social media. And we constantly have that thing of reaching out to the phone. So I've been doing this for some years now, and I've realized that it's very easy to not do anything. Your mind will tell you it's to do this, it'll make you feel better, do that. But it's very important to restrict it and build that willpower that you can live without it. It's okay.
So that makes me think, sometimes doing nothing is also a privilege. Like,
Huge.
people don't really realize that.
Doing
but-
nothing is great. Like, try watching the clouds sometimes, or just try sitting next to a lake or go to the beach. Instead of taking a video of the sunset or photo of the sunset and posting it on your story, watch the sunset. It's so much nice. Leave your phone at home, go and watch the sunset. It's so nice. It's so nice.
Does this reflect upon your childhood then? Like, if you had to say something to a younger Shweta or a younger Asha right now, what would that be? Like, about your upbringing or about the person that you are, or whatever has inspired you right now?
I think for me, I give the entire credit to my parents, my family. I come from a very simple Pahadi family, middle class, and my parents are also very simple. So, I think it does come from there that even today, like when people meet me, they're like, it's been 14 years you're in Mumbai, you're still the same girl that had come from Dehradun.
That's a high compliment.
And I genuinely, I believe it is because of my parents, my family. The grounding maybe that happened initially is so strong and nothing has shaken it. Yeah.
What about you, Shweta, if you have to say something to your childhood self?
I don't know, I just tell her to keep doing what she's doing, because all the experiences make you who you are today. So, and my parents also used to tell me to do anything and everything. They have never discouraged me, never told me don't watch that movie. They have encouraged me to go to music festivals and film festivals. And making a documentary, my parents are like, yay, you're acting, yay, not acting, yay, dating, yay, not dating. Yay. So my parents have always been, biggest cheerleaders.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever I do, whatever I don't do, they're like, woohoo. I come from a woohoo family.
Wow.
Everybody's always
Cheerful and
woohooing
happy.
each other.
Wow.
Amazing.
And my last question to you is, what's next for both of you? Like, personally, professionally, if Shweta, you're going to tell me you're going to go to the beach right now, I'll still be super excited for you. So what is it? We are just going to give a little bit of teaser maybe to the audience, because they keep waiting for stuff from both of you guys.
Honestly, I haven't really logged anything yet.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing.
Vacation?
Vacation after June. I want to go back home for some time, like a week or so. But other than that, June I'm here, just busy promoting
Oh, wow.
criminal justice.
Shweta, what about you?
I have a couple of releases, and I just finished shooting for another very, very good series actually. And I wrote and directed a short film which was actually produced by Applause.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did that 2 years ago, and hopefully it should be out soon. It's got Anupam Kher, Danish Hussain, and Zarina Wahab in the lead.
Wow, okay.
And-
Getting goosebumps. Wow, starcast. Yeah.
So it's a short film. In fact, very good technical crew also. The cinematographer from Tashkent Files, Uday Singh Mohite, he shot it. Ram Sampar did the music.
Oh, wow.
Rasool Pukadi did the sound, and Aarti Bajaj is the editor. So I got really lucky with great cast and crew. Lovely people. So
Amazing,
that's something I've already done. So
Congratulations.
thank you. So it went to a lot of film festivals,
Wow.
and I wrote the story, screenplay, and dialogues for it, and I directed it. And now I want to direct more, so I'm writing more stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So cool.
I'm super excited.
Yeah,
I think
me
this
too.
year is going to be both of your years,
yeah.
like including mine as well, because
Yes,
it's been an
absolutely.
honor.
All our years.
Because I remember as a child watching you guys, and today I get to interview both of you. Thank you so much, Asha and Shweta, for coming
you,
into our
Anish.
studios at 94.3 Radio 1.
94.3 Radio 1.